broadcasting.
We're on air. Just as you
We're on
said,
air.
that's a lot of broadcasting.
Well, 8 hours. We're gonna go for 8 hours, everybody.
No.
Oh, that's a bad intro to a stream.
Hi, everybody. It's going to take so long for them to realize that we're online.
Oh yeah, because it says live on here, and then
Whoa! Whoa, the sound played.
there we go.
It's Bill.
Hello, everybody.
Google Hangout thing. That looks way different to how everyone else's Google Hangouts look. There's no like little picture in the corner. Don't know why.
I'm looking at the stream, and I'm noticing that I'm not looking at the camera, so it looks like I'm looking up at something in wonderment, like I'm some kind of curious kid. But I have to look over here more. I have to, or else it'll be weird.
Yeah, you got to go into your old Aniverse podcasting Google Hangouts days.
Yeah, where I have to look at the camera. I have to. This isn't permanent, where I can do anything.
I love permadeath
Virtually.
for the fact that my face isn't there, so I can be like really tired because it's always really late at night, and I can just be like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm just good being here."
It makes eating during podcasting much easier because you don't think about looking like a pig.
Oh, it's so good. But then when it's Google Hangouts and face stuff, stop tweeting.
You have to look good.
I don't know how to look. I don't know how to do that. So, who's in the chat? Is anyone in the chat? A few people are in the chat. Hello, people. So I'm going to do something that's probably going to make Bill feel super awkward for a minute. But this is Patreon live stream, so it fits. So I'm sorry, Bill, if this makes you feel a bit weird.
What is it? What's going on?
I wrote something down. Because today is a kind of big deal day in my year because it's my nephew's birthday. My nephew was called Joshua, and he died 5 years ago today. So, you know, it's one of those days where things kind of suck, but YouTube and doing stuff is helping quite a lot. So I decided, since this is a Patreon-funded live stream, that any money that I get in the month of June is going to get donated to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital through Zolathon next month. So go donate to a charity or something if you have spare money. That's my good deed for the day. There you go.
That's not awkward at all. That's beautiful. That's not sarcastic either. I don't know how that sounds serious.
It's so beautiful. Oh, I have to tell you a story. Because I got really excited about E3. I was like, I'm going to watch some old Nintendo conferences. And I watched one from 2001 where they announced Super Smash Bros. Melee. And I cried. I legit cried so many tears, and I don't know why.
Well, like you cried like present day?
Yeah.
Or like you cried as a little... Oh.
No, I cried. I cried yesterday because I watched it.
Why? Did they show Star Fox in it or something?
No, I was just like, everyone was so excited, and I'm like, no one's like this anymore. Where's my childhood?
No, yeah. Nobody is like that anymore. You watch E3 this year, just a bunch of cynicism, I bet. Nobody's excited anymore. I'm excited, though, for
stuff.
Uncharted 4.
Didn't they say like Mass Effect 4 was gonna be there?
Yeah, you know, I think I was gonna say that on Permadeath. That I'm hoping at the EA conference BioWare shows something for the next Mass Effect. But of course, when they present it, everybody's just gonna be like, "Well, they're just beating a dead horse. They have to release another Mass Effect." But I'm looking forward to it because there's so much in that world you can explore that doesn't have to do with Shepard. That like I'll take 800 Mass Effect games because any more chance to explore that world is totally okay with me.
It just got really dark outside. Whoa.
Yeah, I hope they show something.
A lot of people have been saying like, well, why don't they just start a new franchise? Because Mass Effect isn't the same without Commander Shepard, which sort of spoiled the end of it for me because I guess something happens with Commander Shepard.
No, I think they said Bioware said that it has nothing to do with Shepard or his crew at all. So I think people are just like, oh, if that cast of characters aren't in it and Shepard's story isn't involved, then it's going to be boring. But I mean, they weren't before they knew who Shepard was. They were excited for Mass Effect. So I mean, why can't Bioware create another character and another set of characters in this world that are just as interesting? I mean, to be honest, I mean, I love Mass Effect, but Shepard's kind of a like cookie cutter, boring character. I mean, for the most part, he has some cool dialogue, and he's the extension of you and your choices. But I mean, for the most part, it's not like Shepard's this groundbreaking character. They broke out of the ground, like holy shit. So I mean, I'm okay with there not being a Shepard.
As long as they write another female character that will make people not hate the game,
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. And I'm waiting for the backlash of them announcing that Jennifer Hale is not going to voice the female version of you. I'm hoping they take like a Dragon Age Origins route and let you pick from the different races, and let you play like the campaign as an Asari. Or I mean, it might be.
Can I play Mass Effect as an elf? This is an important question. Can I play as an elf?
Yes. Confirmed day one DLC slip in the box. Dragon Age Inquisition crossover promotion. You can play as an elf, or you can actually play as Claudia Black. Like not even like your character Morgan from Dragon Age, but actually her. So.
I really need to get into the sort of BioWare RPGs. I think I've got a Dragon Age. I would look in my pile of games, but that's not happening. I think I've got a Dragon Age game somewhere, so I've got like no excuse. Origins.
Yeah, I have them too. I just haven't played them yet. So, and it sucks because like the Dragon Age 3 release date's creeping up. So I feel like I'm like, okay, well, I'm never gonna play these games next. I'm 3 games behind. Not gonna happen. But yeah.
Yeah, I really need to get on Mass Effect.
Anyway.
Dragon Age.
Much
stuff.
Is this supposed to be like an anime live stream?
It's a whatever live stream. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't want to. You know how Permadeath went all anime at the end. So yeah. Like that. Can go either way.
It did go all anime at the end. That was like a.
And you were dying because you didn't have your air conditioning.
Yeah. Could you hear it now? I have it on now.
No.
Okay.
I can hear my computer. So...
I don't want to sacrifice my life again.
Biggest mistake ever. You were so done with that podcast by the way.
I had to take a shower after that. It was so damn bad here.
Even after that, me and Yoku were just talking about cats and stuff, and you were just like, "I need to go for a shower. Can you please stop?"
There we go. Here comes Yoku's kitten talk.
So, if anyone has any questions that they would like either me or Bill or both to answer, that's fine. Other people might show up later. Don't know. But hopefully the chat won't be all, like, bad again.
Yeah, and if you're really scraping for questions, ask, like, U.S. history questions.
Oh, God,
or basic, like, 3rd grade questions.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know.
U.S. history questions, this is my answer.
There you go. See that? Video games, they teach you things.
Yeah, man.
You could jump from tree to tree.
Disc is Fallout 3. So.
But yes. Yeah. Don't even bring it up, Walking Dead. Don't even bring up that question. I don't think Abby doesn't watch Game of Thrones.
And I don't want to spoiling it for anyone would be kind of.
Yeah, I don't want to bring up like specifics. Okay. Let's just say this. I was a mess for 3 days, and not like a crying, sobbing mess, but like I was so fucking angry. Okay, I don't know. I'm a big American football fan. I don't know how many like Europeans in the chat or anything like that. Probably more than most of my live streams. And let's say my team was in the Super Bowl, and I watched them lose on a last-second play, That's how I would feel. That's how I felt watching last week's Game of Thrones. Fuck, man. I didn't want to talk about it, honestly. I was so angry. Okay, it's so hard to talk about it without spoiling, but it's gotten to the point now where this whole, like, ooh, watching your favorite characters die thing is so old and tired for me with that show that, like, I love it. It's my favorite show on TV. But it's so tired and old by this point to where, like, with the stupid George R. Martin memes, like, hey, I'll kill you. Oh, you like that character? And then his face is really close in the meme. I'll kill him. Like, okay, it's getting fucking sickening now. Like, really fucking sickening. I'm sick of seeing his face. I'm sick of seeing meme text on his face. I'm sick of seeing videos where, like, George R. Martin's reaction to episode blah, 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 and it's just his stupid face going, like, why is he laughing like that on video, first of all? I don't know why. But it's so old to me already to where, like, it's now predictable that this stuff is happening. I mean, okay, it's maybe a spoiler if you know what's happening in context of the episode, but if you don't know what's happening, like, what the episode is about, I mean, like, somebody who hasn't seen any seasons of Game of Thrones is going to forget this conversation months down the line when they decide to start it. Unless you have, like, an insane memory and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I've forgotten already, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just really tired of the predictability of that aspect of the show. Like, and it used to be, like, back in the day, like, it used to be like, holy shit, this show will do whatever it wants. Whoa! And, you know, it was cool. But, like, 4 seasons down the line, and it's still just being like, hey, it's like, okay. It would be more surprising to have, like something really great happen.
Can I just say, that's sort of why the season 4 finale of The Walking Dead surprised me. Because I thought for sure someone big was going to die.
Oh, yeah, that whole, season 4, I always mess up the numbering of The Walking Dead seasons because of the breaks. Season 4 was the most recent season, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah. I thought, well, yeah, I won't go into too much detail. But that train scene, I thought, for sure, someone was biting the dust.
I don't know who I wanted it to be, though, because usually I have a good idea of who I think it'll be, but I got no idea. Because it's obvious that someone's... All the time people are dying in The Walking Dead, so...
Yeah.
Just don't know who's the next big one to go, that's all.
I hope it's Daryl. It's bad to be said.
No! Bill, this is for you.
I wish Daryl was in The Walking Dead. You know what? No, fuck it. Even if Daryl was in The Walking Dead, he still wouldn't die.
I think
Daryl's
he will die,
invincible.
just not quite yet.
Yeah, he's invincible though. Like he's like God incarnate in that show.
Can I just say I thought Herschel was also so well liked that he wouldn't get killed off. Oh god.
Oh man.
Flashback.
Also, if nobody's seen that point of The Walking Dead, sorry, but I mean, like, you know.
You've had time. And if you haven't started watching The Walking Dead yet, it's fine. You won't know who the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you could be a side character in any show, what would it be, and what would happen in your OVA? That's a good question.
I like that question. Side character in any show. I assume it's an anime, right? I think.
I guess so, because he said OVA. So.
Yeah. I wonder if, or is that like part of the joke? Like, haha, look at this Game of Thrones OVA. Yeah. Where Tyrion's at the beach.
I wouldn't want to be in Game of Thrones.
I wouldn't want to be in Game of Thrones.
Can I just say though, I did start watching Game of Thrones and it just hasn't clicked for me. I don't like it, and I feel really bad about it.
There's a lot of talking in there. I'll tell you right now.
How many episodes did I watch? Was it 3 episodes? And I was like, I think I'm done.
And they introduced a lot of people. And when I first started watching it, I had to Google. I'd Google names because like they would introduce people, and it's not that I'm not attentive or like I'm just like I just watch shows. I'm just gonna be on my phone. I pay attention, but like they introduce so many people and the names are so like exotic that I'm like okay, they just name dropped the guy who I think they introduced the episodes. So I got Google him. Yes, it was him. And that can get kind of overwhelming sometimes. But anyway,
I just know the characters as Sean Bean.
A side character in any show, okay. I would probably say, oh, fucking goddamn. Kill Geass. My OVA would take place after the second season, and it would just be me hanging out with Colin Stafffield.
Yeah, but what character would you be?
Oh, I'll just be me.
That's a good. Well, in that case.
Oh wait. Oh wait, is the question?
Oh god.
If you could be a side character, if you could be a side character in any show, what would the show be, or what would the character be?
If you could be a side character in any show, what would it be? Oh. In that case, I'm just going to be in Free, and I'll go on a swimming holiday with Haru.
There you go. Yeah, I would hang out with Colin after the aftermath. I mean, like I'd be okay. Let's. Yeah. And then I'd be hanging out in there. I get to talk to everybody. It'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, Free. Free is my answer, because my husband lives there.
OVA, though. I think in the OVA, like, I'll obviously hang out, but like I think in the OVA, the school would have a play reenacting. Although they already did that, I think, in Code Geass. There was a play episode that I remember. It's been a long time. There would be a play reenacting the two seasons, and I would be in the play as a tree.
Okay, you got the question right, by the way, because Kinross just said it's you inserted into a show. I read it wrong.
It's a good thing I'm here.
I know, I would have just been like, ooh, who would I be? That's not the question. That's just not the question. That was our only question. I thought this was anime and shit. Yeah. Yeah,
well, Game of Thrones is an anime if...
it's getting a game, so...
You said allow Game of Thrones. Oh. I'm confused. Anyway, I started watching Hunter x Hunter.
Oh. You started watching Sword Art Online?
No. Well, here's the thing. I will have that. I will have that done. Trust me. That's like a deadline. Like I don't miss deadlines unless it's permadeath.
Permadeath is literally the worst thing ever.
Well, mainly because like my name's attached to permadeath, and like that's like it's our thing. It's like but like that's your guys' thing. I can't miss a deadline for that. That would be rude. If I come on,
I have this image of you coming on going. Finished 10 episodes.
I haven't watched any. What do you think of this? Well, let's make a bunch of stuff up. That's all I've been.
We'll be like, that didn't happen, man.
Well, it did in the OVA. But yeah, I only watched 6 episodes so far though of Hunter x Hunter.
I watched 7 when that started airing, and I really liked it.
I really like the concept of it. Like the whole I got this feeling when I haven't beaten a JRPG like in a long time. Like I beat a few PS1 era JRPGs, but I love the feeling they give you when you play them, and it depends how melancholy the JRPG is. Like if it's like a really sad emo one, it's not gonna make me happy, but I mean, a lot of the happier, like, PS1 era, sometimes PS2 era JRPGs, like Brave Fencer Musashi and Threads of Fable, they're more action-y, but whatever. I get the same feeling when I started watching Hunter x Hunter. Like, the first episode was in the village catching the big fish. I'm like, well, this feels a lot like a JRPG. I mean, I guess it's an anime. I mean, like, you're going to get that feeling a lot, I guess, depending on the context of the show, but it was an odd feeling that I got. Mixed with the soundtrack and the setting and the colors and character designs, I'm like, I should be controlling Gon right now as he's walking through the village talking to everybody. It was a nice feeling.
Oops. I went into my little like basket full of Reese's stuff, and I wanted pieces, and I accidentally pulled them out. Shout outs to Ken Ross.
So this is a Reese's sponsored stream, then? Is that what you're saying?
It's not a Coca-Cola sponsored stream because Coca-Cola is not on offer, and this stuff is 50p a bottle, so I'm gonna get that rather than spending £3 on 2 bottles.
Can't be that. I should have got snacks. But admittedly, I woke up an hour ago.
I was worried when I was texting you because I was like, I don't know his time zones. I could be waking him up in the middle of the night for all I know.
I made it seem like I was really busy, but I woke up at 1 p.m. Because I was really busy during the night watching Hunter x Hunter and playing games. Anyway.
How do you guys like Kill the Kill? Have you watched Kill the Kill?
I watched a few episodes, but I haven't finished it though. Story of my life.
I haven't watched any of it, so.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I want to though, because I'm a big Mario fan, and the scale of Kill la Kill from the episodes that I've seen are one to one.
I do need to get around to watching it. I think I'm going to watch it with Tensei Twistar at some point. Bill, why can't you ignore the panty shots?
Well, I can't ignore them when they're right in my face. If they're like subtle panty shots where like characters are running like down something and like the girl jumps off a thing and it's like whoa and like oh there it is, but there's also all these other characters and the camera didn't really zoom right in on her area. Then that's okay. But I mean, like 2 minutes worth of 11-year-old girl panty. Like
you're okay with not having that?
the only way to ignore it is to not look at the screen at that point. But I guess he means maybe in context of the story, like why can't I ignore that if the story's good? And I mean I don't know what the general perception of No Game No Life story is. I haven't seen it. I haven't really read anybody's thoughts on it. So I don't know if that storyline's good or not. But I mean, I guess in that sense, like I could make an exception. Like if the story's really good, maybe I could ignore the 11-year-old girl porn. But
Japan man.
I guess I can. I guess I can give No Game No Life a shot if people really want me to. If people weren't happy with what I said in Permadeath 11, but.
Yeah, I really need to get around to that as well because we've got. No, can't talk about that. There's going to be a lot of me going, no, I can't talk about that, sorry.
I probably know what it is. I could probably spoil it.
You.
Your plans? Sorry. Just kidding. I don't know.
Oh, man. I got a tweet from Lou.
You know what I wish I had right now? This is unrelated to Lou.
You know what I wish I had right now? Lou.
It made it seem like that was like brought on by Lou. I wish I had a gyro right now. Do you ever have a gyro? Do you ever have a gyro?
What's a gyro?
Well,
that's sort of like how we get paid unemployment benefits.
It is this delicious Greek food wrapped in like a tortilla pita kind of thing, and there's lamb in there. There's lettuce, tomato, some kind of weird gyro sauce. I don't know what it is. Oh man, they're so good. Wish I had one right now. Sorry, I'm gonna get one for dinner after this. This is.
You know what? I just wish I had American food. Let's get back on that subject because that's something we need to visit. But we need a question from Lou as well. So.
But we have them in abundance here. Is Lou is he in the chat?
He's listening, but he can't comment because he's on a 500-kilometer drive home. But his one question is, favorite video game antagonist? That's a good one.
That is a good one. It's a very hard one.
Charles Lee from Assassin's Creed, because he's just so meme-worthy.
This is a very... You know, oh shit.
You should go play Assassin's Creed. There's some good antagonists in there. I'm telling you.
I want to say, ooh, the antagonist. This is a good one.
Is it really obscure?
No. This is tough though because, admittedly, there's a lot of games where sometimes I won't pay attention to the protagonist because they're just not good enough for me to pay attention to. But like for example, in the Uncharted games, like they're always just generic crime lord guy with an RPG on his shoulder and he's giving out orders because he's bald. But Infamous 1, the antagonist in Infamous 1, which he's not really that great until you get to the end of the game, but oh man, it's so good. That's a good game. So is Infamous 2. I didn't play Second Son. I don't have a PS4, but
there's your excuse. You play on that Infamous.
Yeah.
Even though everyone has said that game is kind of bad.
I don't remember the villain's name in Infamous 1. I gotta look it up.
I'll tell you who else is a good villain, though.
Yeah.
Voss from Far Cry 3.
Hey.
Pretty good.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I like Far Cry 3.
The problem with Far Cry 3 was like, there's two villains, and one of them is amazing. The other one is really not. Because I got bored with that villain, so.
Yeah, the second one sucks.
It's just he's probably quite alright. It's just compared to that one, that guy. You know.
Kessler, that's his name from Infamous 1. Fucking rad. Now that I'm reading the wiki, I remember this. Oh, it's so good. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah, no. The whole second half of Far Cry 3 was kind of a bummer.
I thought I'd finished it, and then it was like, New Island.
Even in terms of locale, like the second island was a lot more open plain in a lot of spots instead of just jungle. And like at that point, I love Far Cry 3. It was one of my favorite games of the last generation. And but I got sick of it like 25 hours in. Like this game end, like it's tired. It's like it got real tired. But still awesome game. And boss is fucking rad.
Loads of things just came through. Just got like 17 messages. So, did any of you play Xenoblade Chronicles? If so, are you looking forward to Monolith's next game?
I'd like to play it, but it's very expensive.
Is it one of those?
Yeah, it's one of those games where they
print things.
Like many, but it looks really rad, and I'd like to give my Wii some juice and like power it up. So if I could find it like for a decent price, I'd love to play it, because it looks really great.
You know what I've decided to do? Instead of buying a Wii U for Mario Kart 8, is I'm going to set my Wii later. I'm going to play some Double Dash.
There you go.
That'll save me 250 quid. Not how much they are.
Double Dash.
Some of that.
I think so. I'm getting more and more reasons to buy a Wii U, and it's scaring me.
So good.
Because like I never had any. But I mean, Monolith's next game is probably going to be great, and not only is it going to be great, probably. I didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles, so my preference is I might not like Xenoblade Chronicles, but like it looks like a great game. It's going to be in HD, which Xenoblade Chronicles unfortunately had the misfortune of being on the Wii and not being in HD. It would have looked beautiful, but a good-looking game regardless from the footage I've seen. But it's going to look great in HD. There's Mario Kart. I'm not a big Bayonetta. I didn't play Bayonetta 1, so Bayonetta 2 doesn't really get me. But
a lot of people are super excited for Bayonetta.
There's lots of good stuff. Like even if like I don't know, I want one. I want one. Mainly because yeah. I'm trying to wait for like E3. Like they might announce even like PS4 and not price drops necessarily, but like in like the PS4's world, like a really cool bundle with like a PS4 and Vita bundle. Which does that exist yet? Like it seems like that comes like hand in hand almost. Like people with a PS4 kind of want a Vita because of the cross-play features and the fact that when you have a Vita and a PS4 and a PS3, you can really take advantage of PS Plus. You get free shit on all 3 platforms, which is cool. I'm hoping this bundle gets announced. Yeah, so maybe they'll announce like a Vita PS4 bundle. I should have brought something permanent actually, because it's kind of a big deal, I guess. Like a really nice deal on a PS4 Vita bundle.
Can I just say, on UK Amazon, you can get the Wii U Premium Pack with Mario Kart 8 for $249, or you can get the Wii U Premium Pack by itself with Nintendo Land, I guess. Did I just say dollars? £249, and then you can get it, the Wii U by itself with Nintendo Land for £267. So.
Well, what
Our
Canadian?
market makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
How much are Wii U's over there?
Over here? I should know that because I want one. I don't know. I'm looking up on Amazon right now. Wii U. Amazon, get out of here. What are your college fund page? God, I'm done. A deluxe 32 gigabyte set is $302. The Wind Waker deluxe set is what? They're this much money?
How much money is it?
Oh, okay. Well, the basic 8 gigabyte is $250.
Oh my god, that's so much cheaper.
How much does that translate to?
$302 in pounds is £179.
Wow.
I'm paying $250 for that.
I'm sorry.
Man, it sucks to be in the UK. I'm moving to America later.
We have some questions in the chat.
Alright.
I do not watch Kamen Rider.
Do either of you guys watch Kamen Rider? I have watched. I gotta check that it's Kamen Rider. Hold on. Dano.
I'm looking up too.
Yeah, that's Kamen Rider. So I've watched an episode of Kamen Rider Deno, and it was kind of amazing. So that's that. Oh, you need to remember to add tax for American. So I don't know what your tax is. Do you get
6
tax
cents on the dollar? No. Unless they changed it. Because I remember like there was like a big fight like between people on like internet comments, like people who buy in store, people who buy on Amazon, and like people were like, I don't get taxed, motherfucker. And then like they're the Amazon people, I think. And then like I don't care, I get my thing instant. Yeah, but I don't get taxed. So I don't know if they still don't have tax, but I know there was a point in time where the internet fought and they didn't tax.
Good job, internet.
But that, I mean, that might be wrong though. I mean, I didn't make the fight up, but
the first time I bought something in America, it was I went to Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and I got like all this stuff, and it calculated how much it was in my head, and I'm like, okay, I can definitely afford this. That's fine, because it was all like my souvenirs and stuff for my family. So I went to pay, and it was like $20 more than I was expecting. And I didn't know what was going on, so I just was like, here's all my money. I don't need it anymore, I guess.
Yeah, that tax. Yeah. $59.99 games. I know I suck at math, but like $60 games always come out to $63 games. Dollar things are $1.06. Because I work at a dollar store, and people always come in, and you'd be surprised how many Americans don't know shit about tax. Because they'll come in, and like they'll bring their stuff and goes, well, what was taxable in that? Everything. Well, just because it's $1 at the dollar store, there's no tax. There's no tax on food, and there's no tax on tea and iced teas. And so people come through with like sodas, and they're like, well, why is your tax? Well, there's a drink tax. Like, there's a soft drink tax. Like people, a lot of people don't, even here, don't understand that there's, in different states, there's different tax rates too. Like Pennsylvania is 6 cents on the buck, or a dollar. I don't know, bucks. A shitty slang. I don't like using the word buck. Sounds stupid, but I say it. Where was I just at? What was last summer? Ohio.
I thought you meant just then. Like, what was I doing? Where am I?
Wow. Ohio's like I think like 7 cents. I had the power of Google, but I'm just gonna make it up. I think it was 7, 5 or 7. It was more or less than our Pennsylvanian tax, but
So yours is like 6%, I guess.
yeah.
Look at me with my maths.
People are crying about Clanad in the chat.
Why? We're not talking about Clanad. I refuse.
Clanad's OP is really good. I'll say that, Dylan Kramer.
Wait, After Story or original
Both.
vanilla?
Well, After Story's OP is the best one, but
yeah, that's true. I really need to buy Clanad on DVD because I need to rewatch it at some point.
I love
Clanad. Have you seen Code Geass?
Yes.
I've seen season 1.
One of my favorites.
That was enough for me.
Just despite the hate season 2 gets, season 2 was so over the top. I loved it. I love Code Geass. I originally thought it was Code Geass until I watched the dub, and there was a point in the time where I was in high school and the dub came on TV, and this was after both seasons in Japan had run their course and I finished them both. Came on TV and I had a friend who I watched anime with in high school, and the dub came on and we were like, oh, let's watch the dub and see what it's like. And it was season 2's dub, and like Rolo and Lelouch were in like a little fucking bike, and Rolo was in the sidecar talking to Lelouch, and they mentioned Geass, and they pronounced it like Geass, and I'm like, what? This dub sucks. It's Geass. It's Geass. Because the Japanese say it real fast, and they'll be like Geass, and so I'm like, okay, it's fucking Geass. And then even until now, like I realized how dumb it is to call the show Code Geass. Anyway, like after I came to the realization that the dub was right, and it's Geass. Yeah, I will love Code Geass.
I love Bill stories. They're great.
But yeah, so like I got really mad at the dub for a second for pronouncing it Geass, and like I would like talk to my friend, I'd be like, hey, but you watch Code Geass? like as if I was actually right, like it's tough to Code Geass. But yeah, now I try to say it as fast as possible with the Japanese, like Code Geass, because Geass still sounds stupid to me. It sounds like a kiosk, and just.
Every time I talk about it to you, I'm gonna be like, Code Geass.
Geass. Because the dub was like Rolo was talking to Lelouch. We don't know who Rolo is in season 2, but Rolo is talking to Lelouch, and he's like, yeah, so like you gotta use your Geass. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, man. I wasn't a big fan of the dub anyway, though.
Did it feature Johnny Young Bosch in 7 different roles?
He's in there. Plays Lelouch. And I was just a big fan of Jun Fukuyama's like really deep voice.
Oh my god! If you compare his like portrayal of Panda from Shirokuma Cafe to like Code Geass and stuff, it's so weird to think it's the same person. He's so good. Go
like high range and
I will send you a link to a video.
Because in Code Geass, I mean, when you think about it, the voicing is, but I love it so much when he gives speeches, because like he's some high school kid, a skinny Japanese high school kid. Then he's Britannian, I think. I don't remember his fucking nationality. I don't. His last name is Lamperouge. I doubt he's Japanese. But anyways.
No, my Skype crashed. I gotta restart my Skype.
Uh-oh.
I'll tweet you a video.
Yeah. Oh, you can just. I'm sure you can.
I would put it in the chat, but it will mark me as spam.
Yeah. And his voice, yeah, like I love it. I love it.
You have to listen to this video. I'm tweeting Bill a video that everybody should watch, and then they should all go and watch Shirokuma Cafe.
Was that a burp?
No. You'd know if it was a burp.
Oh.
There you go. Right. Let's start Task Manager. Hopefully not accidentally shut the stream down. Try my best. Close the program. Oh my god. I thought my computer had froze.
Which character is he?
The panda.
Oh, okay. Oh my god!
I love that show so much. Oh god. How was that?
That's pretty great. Actually. The whole show is just a bunch of bears.
Yeah. Bears and penguins and there's a llama. It's good. It's a good show.
Who? Let's see.
Ever watch Shiki?
Nope.
Me neither.
Although I've been beaten to death by friends and people on the internet who I'd call my friends as well. So I'll just friends to watch Shiki. I hear it's really good.
I'm not really into horror stuff, which is really weird to say when I'm like, oh, The Walking Dead's the best TV show that's ever existed. But I don't really like horror stuff all that much. But I don't find The Walking Dead scary. So maybe that's the difference.
It's not scary, man. Especially when they just step on the zombies' heads like spaghetti.
Yeah, the skulls work like that. I don't think they do.
No, maybe they're like really deteriorated. Like.
Oh, let's talk about the lore of The Walking Dead. Let's do that. I caught up on the comics, and I feel like I shouldn't have, because whatever they do now, I'm gonna be like, it's not as good as it was in the comics, man. This was shit.
Oh yeah. See, I won't read the comics only because they seem to kind of like want to dip in and out sometimes of Oh, sorry. I got distracted because George R. R. Martin is talking about doing 8 books now instead of 7. And just...
Why wouldn't he? He likes money, I assume.
Yeah, but he's planned 7 books, and they had like a plan, I guess, like the show would be able to cover it all, or he'd get done on a certain amount of time. The guy takes 8,000 years to write a book. And it's kind of selfish of me to like want him to hurry up, because like people don't watch the show but just read the books. Like, you know, they enjoy the books, but like I don't want the show to like have some like fucking pixie dust ass made up for the show ending that certain anime get that ruins it, you know. So
like every anime gets.
Yeah, y'all know how well that works with anime. So like, anyway, yeah, I never read the comics because they seem to kind of dip in and out of when they want to do stuff from the comics and then do stuff on their own, like kind of stray a little bit from the comics. But I never know what's gonna. I don't want to be spoiled. I watch it with my parents, and we kind of enjoy our reactions together watching it. So I kind of just let it go. I'll read them after the show. But then again, the show, when the hell is that? I can go for like 15 years.
Everyone reckons it'll be like done in about 3. They'll just like finish it. I'm like, why? If it's really popular, why?
Yeah, it's the most popular show on cable. Right?
Hi, Harry. Pancake Almighty asks, have either of you played Persona 4? No.
No, I want to. One of the reasons I want to get a Vita. I mean, I can get it on PSN, like this Persona 4, but I want to get a Vita to play Golden because I feel like, you know, like that's now the definitive version of the game.
So much so that they're making another anime adaptation of it.
Yeah, they're making an anime adaptation out of Golden. Like it's a full anime, but again, with the same, I assume, plot, because like the plot of Persona 4 doesn't really change with Golden. They just add characters and scenarios and dungeons or whatever. So they just pulled a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in a year and a half.
Yeah, I kind of don't know why they did that.
Yeah, I mean,
because now I'm confused whether I should be buying just the animation on DVD, or should I be waiting to see if Golden comes out on DVD and then buying that instead? Like,
maybe wait for Golden. Like, that's a dilemma I'm in now with the game. Do I just buy the PSN version because I don't have a Vita, Or
Do you just buy a Vita?
do I buy a Vita and buy Golden? Like, you know?
That'll be the one game that you play on Vita.
Yeah.
According to
And
everyone
Uncharted.
on the internet.
And see, one reason I don't want a Vita so bad is because like Spelunky's on there, Guacamole's on there. Indie support on Vita is awesome, and the new Binding of Isaac is gonna be on Vita.
You can play that on PC. I know that's not portable,
but like portables, those are the kind of games that are like kind of really perfect for like a portable. Like I don't really have a lot of long travels, like commutes where like I can play a game for like a half hour, but like popping out the Vita and playing like a round of Spelunky because I die so fast in that game. Like it's such a quick session kind of a game. It could even be a long session if you're good at it, but that'd be perfect for me on a portable. But $250, like, I can't justify.
Maybe one day. Maybe when they announce that pack, so you can get a PS4 at the same time.
I mean, right now I'm struggling with the fact that I'm paying $35 for Tomodachi Life is too much, but I want that fucking game. So
it looks so dumb. I'm still gonna love it because it looks like a kooky Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it looks so. It just looks so fucking fun. Like, and someone mentioned on Twitter that I might get, because I tweeted that I have to fucking buy Tomodachi Life. Someone said I might get bored of it. But you know, there's that like quick flash, like quick burst of fun that I get out of a game. That even if I don't play it too long, it's still worth it for me if I even had 5 hours of fun out of it. Like it's an experience I wouldn't have had, so I don't regret buying certain things. Like, I mean, okay, I can regret buying things like Elder Scrolls Online, and
what do you mean that never happened?
But like, I don't regret. Like, I bought my 3DS and I like don't really play it, but like, I have a bunch of games that I wouldn't be able to play otherwise, and like even Animal Crossing I play a lot. I don't regret buying it, you know. So I think it's just I thought Tomodachi Life was a budget title. It's not. It's a full-on box $35 game. And I'm like, cause I was like, oh, but it was like $20 on the eShop, all right. And I go, oh, it's 35. What? I didn't know that. I thought it was like a little Mii game you download and play for $15-20. It isn't that.
I'm probably still gonna buy that game, and then get bored of it within the week, and then go back to Animal Crossing.
I'm probably gonna buy it next week. I'm thinking because it just looks so. Oh, man, it looks ridiculous. But Chaos X Theory asks who our favorite developer is.
Bethesda Game Studios. There is no competition. Sorry.
I would probably pick them just for Morrowind alone. But I'm gonna say
Naughty Dog. Is that what you're gonna say?
Naughty Dog's. Hey, I was gonna say Naughty Dog. Because I've never played a bad Naughty Dog game. Like ever.
Neither have I, but I've never played a Naughty Dog game. So.
I've never failed to get into a Naughty Dog game, like Crash Bandicoots, the Jacks, the Uncharted, and The Last of Us. But at the same time, I mean, I've never failed to get into it. Well, I don't hate Fallout 3, but I haven't been able to get into it quite as much as I'm going to get in Elder Scrolls. I'm going to keep trying, though. I paid money for them. Shit. Blizzard is also up there for me because of the years they've given me.
Oh god, what if they announced Fallout 4 at E3?
They will. They have to. They have to.
I don't think they will because it
would be such a dumb. Or they'll announce it at like QuakeCon or something, or like a something because they own id or whatever.
They announced Fallout 3 there.
At QuakeCon?
No, VGX. VGA. Video Game Awards, the Spike things. That's when they announced Skyrim, I know that for sure. I don't know when they announced Fallout, though.
They can't go another year without mentioning it exists. Like, that's
not.
Especially
unless
after
they're like, oh, here's the announcement of the game, it's going to be out in 6 months. And I'll be like, cool. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Especially with the stuff that happened with that hoax. Like, they have to make it known. Well, yeah, all of them. The Fallout 4 hoax train. They have to let people know it exists.
And that Survivor 22.99 thing was so well put together. I was so hopeful. I could have cried when it turned out not to be real.
Ken Ross asks, if it was compulsory for you to teach for a year, what would you teach? And what age? I like this question. This is like totally out of nowhere question, but I like this question.
I would teach choir to 10-year-olds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, choir is about the only thing I could legit do, so...
Oh shit, yeah, I guess I have to teach something in my wheelhouse. I can't, I'm gonna go teach astrophysics.
I couldn't teach these kids without fucking up their education, so...
Yeah.
I would go for choir.
Shit, I would teach, what the hell would I be able to teach?
Video games 101.
I'd be able to teach like kindergarten math. Like a bunch of 5-year-olds, teaching them how to add.
I might be able to do that.
But then again, it might be hard to wrangle a bunch of kindergartners to teach them. And being able to handle like 15 to 20 5-year-olds might be a little difficult. Might be harder than teaching like algebra to fuck algebra.
Well, we had things in, at least in this country, I don't know if you have them over there, in like the nursery school we had people called nursery nurses who were like classroom assistants. There were like 2 of them to every nursery class. So it wouldn't be on your own if it was in this country at least.
True.
Did you just pop up Siri?
Very true. Yeah, I'm trying to, my phone's like fucked up. Shut up, Siri, I don't want to use you right now. I'm fucked up. I have my phone on silent, and Siri still makes a noise, by the way. I could, like, get off the screen, Siri! Jesus Christ!
I have that problem with Siri all the time.
My like, home button doesn't work. And I keep getting this thing that pops up on my iPhone that tells me I have the wrong voicemail password or something. I never set up a voicemail or a password. So it just pops up all the time, and I hit cancel. But there are times where, like, the phone will be on, like, the sideways view by accident. And that thing will pop up, and I'll go to enter my iMessage. And, like, the number keypad for some reason pops up to enter the password. And then, like, I can't hit cancel because it's covering it. But when I hit the home screen, all that happens is Siri pops up. So that's what happened just now. Yeah. Fucking iPhone.
How long have you had yours for?
About a year. Close to it anyway, I think.
Because I've had mine 4S for a year and a half now. And it's still kicking. I'm quite impressed because I am bad with technology. I just break stuff.
That's what I have. I'm not like a big phone guy. I don't really care.
I'll probably keep this for another year at least.
As long as I can go on Twitter on it and like do my business. Like I broke my Android and I need a really quick, cheap replacement, and you can get the iPhone 4Ss for $1 off AT&T's site if you have a contract still. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not in the mood to spend like $100 on a phone, so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah.
I did that, and it's been okay. I don't mind.
And it means that we can text.
Yeah.
Organized permadeath, which is great. And we still won.
Geass
Just FYI.
No, yeah. Well, I just texted about my injuries, it seems, in the group chats.
Did you?
The permanent group chat, I texted about me busting my knee. Whoa, didn't it go? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
What did you do?
Well, I tried. My room is in the 3rd floor, so there's a stairwell over here, and I tried like I don't know why, fucking like nobody inquire why I tried to do this. I tried to skip 3 steps going down, and I missed a step, and I went flying down the steps like a missile.
It's not funny.
And like just like straight flat falling, like just like flying down the steps, and like my leg kind of bent like to the right a little bit, and I have a wall here, and my knee bashed into the wall, and
I'm not laughing at you. I just laughed at people. I'm sorry.
I cut my knee open, and but I put a hole in the wall, and look at this. I have the picture on my phone. I don't know. I gotta see if you'll be able to see it. I gotta put up the Hangouts thing if it's possible to see it on camera. It's not gonna focus. Probably not gonna. There.
Oh my
God!
See it. By the wall.
Yeah, it's a wall my knee went into, and I found the steps. It's not. If anyone didn't look for a split second, there it is. My knee went in, and like there's so much adrenaline. Like I got up, and like this stairwell is like right out kind of above like the dining room kind of area, and that stairwell like goes in the second floor. And my parents were watching a movie, and like they didn't really hear it at first because they're like watching like machete kills or something, and the volume is blasting. And like I thought everyone would be concerned about me. They're like, no one really heard it. And I'm like I made such a loud bang too, like going down the steps, like, and then like my knee went in the wall, like, bah! I get up, but okay, like nobody came up. I'm like, oh, I could have died, like bashed my head off a thing, and like
that's happened to me so many times. I've fallen out of a window before.
whoa, like a tall window?
No, just like first story window, and I thought I would have like caught someone, but I'm just laying in a bush, sort of confused. Oh god.
So it sucks because the cut is like right on my like the knee itself. So like my knee bends a lot, like naturally. A person's knee will bend when they walk and sit, and it's in a very bad spot for a cut. Yeah. So it's great. Chaos X Theory asks, how much impact do you think Metacritic or review scores in general have on whether someone buys a game? Well, I think a lot of people look at those and decide whether to buy a game. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to
he just goes, "Oh, a game."
Yeah. You'd be hard pressed to find a lot of people who will say like, "Yeah, that game's rated a 3. I'm gonna buy anyway." But at the same time, I mean, you go to those low-rated games, right, and you go to the user reviews, and there's a lot of times where sorry. Anyway, Metacritic. You'll see like the low rated, like I say it's a 4 or 5 from like critics, but like the user side like has a lot of not well written, but like good scores, like 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s from people who said, well, the game's really good, the critics missed this, or the game is just not for like the guy who reviewed it. I don't know. But unfortunately, a lot of people put a lot of weight into the Metacritic score. I mean, I really don't. I mean, if you look at my game library, like I obviously don't. I buy a lot of shit, by other people's standards and critic standards, but I mean, reviews in general, I think, are like, I don't know.
The thing is, there is a need for reviews.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not everyone is a journalist. Not everyone is a reviewer, and that's fine. But I take a lot. I found a website where I'm like, I generally agree with their opinions. I just trust them. If they go, this game is total shit, I'm not interested. But if they go, it's actually quite good, I put it on the list of games that I'll probably never buy.
Yeah, I go through like a massive process of, okay, what does this website think? What does this website think? What does this guy think? Then I go to like, okay, but it's on Steam. I go to the Steam forums. What are people talking about on the Steam forums about the game? Are there people enjoying it on there? Like, is this game hitting it with a certain audience that's not vocal in the review side of things? How are the Steam reviews? How are the forums? Okay, it's generally positive, and I'm interested in this game, and like, I'm gonna buy it, and see what happens. But reviews are definitely necessary for certain things. I mean, the guides. I mean, like these are people who, like, I don't want to say they have a better grasp of games than me, because I mean, like, they're just a guy playing the game. But
yeah, but they tend to be able to structure their thoughts a bit better than other people.
Yeah.
They are, journalists. That's what they do.
And they have an editor.
Yeah, man.
But I really like, though, like, just the raw user reviews kind of thing. Because sometimes I think a lot of critics tend to be pickiest to be picky about certain things, so they can fill out a paragraph of their review.
And then Kinross said, "And you still got Elder Scrolls Online."
Yeah, because it got shit reviews, right? See, there it is. Right there is the perfect metric of Bill. Overwhelming negativity of Elder Scrolls Online, and yet I bought it anyway. But to be fair, I mean, as far as user reviews go, there was a brief stint. I mean, not anymore. I mean, most of the people who play Elder Scrolls Online now, if you go to like the ESO subreddit or anything, a lot of people are negative now because it's been so many months and they still haven't fixed the problems. Like back in the game's honeymoon phase, and even like the last beta that I tested in before I bought the game, it was generally positive around communities based around that game. As you probably expect, most people are going to be biased. But and I was kind of swept up in that. Like, okay, yeah, it's fun, and a lot of people think so. So like those kinds of user like opinions in the ESO subreddit were all generally kind of positive. I mean, now you go there and like ZeniMax doesn't really fix shit. So like now it's negative. Now it's even negative amongst the fans of the game. So I mean, if I were to buy it now, I'd be a fucking dimwit.
Well, they've been saying for months that they're going to add in Thieves Guild and stuff, and I don't think they've done that yet.
Yeah, they had their first big update, Craglorn or some big adventure zone, but like with that update came like a bunch of other game-breaking bugs, and like like you can kind of tell this is your first game, ZeniMax.
I don't know how they've been making this game for like 6 years.
Yeah. And it seems like they just made it last month. You know what? What's even worse about this is people. Oh, it's not necessarily their fault. It's people who don't realize that Bethesda didn't make this. Like, you'll get people
Everyone's like, Todd Howard, what are you doing?
People on Reddit like, they shouldn't have wasted your time doing this. Okay, they should have spent their time making the next Elder Scrolls. Well, yeah, they are. Bethesda is. They probably got to work immediately after finishing Skyrim, like they did with Oblivion. This is ZeniMax. These are a bunch of other goons making Elder Scrolls Online. They have not anything to do with Fallout development, Elder Scrolls main franchise development. But you get massive amounts of people going, "Oh, Bethesda sucks now," because of Elder Scrolls Online, when they didn't make it.
Todd Howard made a very good point about that, saying, so, I work for Bethesda Game Studios, which also has these other companies like id Software and ZeniMax Online, and we're all under Bethesda Game Studios, who have separate divisions in different countries. They're all called Bethesda, and they're all linked to Delaware. And what's up with Delaware? And he's just so funny. I love him. I want to work for him one day. That's the dream.
Todd Howard, get him in here. Get him in the next Patreon live stream.
I wish I could. I'd just be like, so you make Fallout.
He's like, Now, could you imagine that after nominating you?
They did say in an interview, someone said, so are you working on anything? And they're like, yep, we're working on stuff, man. Oh, it has to be Fallout. It can't be anything else because they won't go from Skyrim straight to.
Can you imagine if they did that?
Can you imagine how fast I would jump out that window?
They just skip Fallout and go right to the next Elder Scrolls. I would
not be happy. I would be happy because I really like Skyrim, but
now they'll wait to put out the next Elder Scrolls when they. I mean, they'll like. I'm hoping Elder Scrolls 6 is next gen and PC only, and not some kind of weird zombie Frankenstein 360 port shows up. I would think they wouldn't do that.
I reckon whatever the new Elder Scrolls game is will come out in 2016 or 2017.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a while away.
I get a long time away for the next Elder Scrolls. But yeah.
So play Skyrim again, I guess.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm actually thinking of playing Oblivion again. With mods.
I never got that to work on my computer. It really doesn't like it. Yo.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome everybody to the Patreon-funded live stream number 4.
You going all permadeath on this?
That would be cool actually, Kinras. I would like to just any kind of joint effort between BioWare and Bethesda would be pretty cool. Even though people hate BioWare now, for whatever reasons.
I'm sure every game studio, Zelda, right? Every time they bring out a new Zelda, it's shit. But when the next Zelda comes out after that, the old Zelda is the best Zelda that's ever existed.
Yeah.
How Zelda works.
Yeah, people hate BioWare. People don't trust them anymore because of the Mass Effect ending.
But didn't they give you some like free shit? Free DLC or something?
They added a bunch of epilogue stuff, which I liked. Yeah, my question. From the Great One. The Great One, 24. He's named after the show, 24. What anime character is most similar to you in terms of personality? Well, you can answer that one first.
It would be a cross between Konata from Lucky Star, because, you know, she's crazy otaku. She is like I was when I had friends that were just normal people who didn't really know what anime was, and I was like, oh, it's just anime called Fullmetal Alchemist, and it was wicked. So that's the thing. But I would also say I'm quite similar to Bo from Free, because she is just the embodiment of every girl that watches that show. So I'm not going to talk anymore about Free. I'll do that in a week.
I don't have one.
Don't have one. Almost like Alphonse Elric, because
none that I can think of, like, off the bat.
I'm trying to think what shows you've watched that I've also watched. Like
it would definitely have to be from a slice of life show, because I'm not like anybody from anything that has to do with fighting. Yeah, I'm like Charles V. Britannia from fucking Geass. Got nothing. I honestly got none.
It's Go, not Cole. You silly. Got it right, God. I'm trying to think, like, I don't even remember what anime you've watched. It's been so long since we've actually talked about anime properly.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of anime, like, people who used to listen Animeverse, and even people who watch us in the permadeath don't know that I haven't only seen like 3 anime. I've seen a lot, hundreds, but I don't watch a lot of recent stuff. So I'm out of the loop on every conversation that anybody ever has about anime. I don't do seasonal anymore. It's really lazy. It's too much work.
I wonder if, like, anyone thought it was weird when you and Yokorama started up another podcast that wasn't Animeverse.
That'd be interesting. I don't do anything. I'm a bored man with a lot of time in video games.
Yeah, you don't like anime, so that's why the Animeverse doesn't exist anymore.
I couldn't carry it on my own.
I can't believe, like, you used to just do the Billverse. Just
yeah, that's fucked up.
Don't even watch anime.
I used to do that. I mean, like, I liked having animes. Like, when we do permadeath, I mean, we don't usually, a lot of times when we're talking about games, like, even the questions people ask, like, not a lot of specifics. Like, we'll mention what we've been playing, but it's mostly just kind of general video game discussion. But a lot of Animeverse discussion turned into, like, okay, like, specific stuff. Like, what do you think about fucking AKB48 or something. And I'm just like, oh, I didn't fucking watch that. I'm not gonna. So fuck off. And then I just sit there like, yeah, who's your favorite girl in that? Who cares? Do
you remember old episodes of the Universe where we had talks about what the rating system on Mal and stuff? It was like really good podcasting discussion, but we used to talk about like, what is a 10 for you, and do you agree with 10 on Mal being a masterpiece?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like general discussion. I mean, because I've seen a lot of anime, and I could easily talk about anime, but like specifics, like a whole podcast on just specifics, like that's a different show. Like that's like seasonal anime talk with Jack and the Dicks. Like it's a totally different show. Like that I wanted to do. I mean, so like I could never contribute. Like so when I did Buildverse, people would be asking questions in the chat like, hey, what do you think of AKB48? Yeah, I'm just use that as an example because that's something I would never watch. What do you think of that's an anime, right? About the idols?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
one of them? Yeah, okay.
I think so.
What do you think of AKB48? And I would just be like, this is the Buildverse. I don't never watch that.
No.
Let's talk about you got any good anime questions that aren't specific? But I can understand wanting to be specific though, because like that's the shit. Like that's the new shit. Like people watch seasonal anime and they talk about it. And I used to be like that, but there's so many. It's such a bad complaint. But like I have so many games and anime and things coming at me light speed. They're like I can't keep up with weekly anime because like I'm slow in that regard. So I'd be behind the discussion anyway. So it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't mind doing another anime podcast though. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. Like I wouldn't like be like, hey, this.
Boom! There it is.
I don't want to do this. I'd like to, because I like it.
Man, I've got so many like different projects going off at the minute. Like I'm just thinking about it. Like Octo Anime Club.
I would.
YouTube, radio. All
Yeah.
that stuff.
I would do another anime podcast if I didn't have to work on it.
You were the guy doing the Google Hangouts, weren't you?
Yeah, I ran the accounts. For the
Just
most
go
part,
and delete them all.
I mean, a lot of times other people hosted them, but it got to the point like it was the tail end of the show where I hosted most of the calls, and I did all the mini-verse stuff we did, where like we recorded that, like it was a half-hour off-topic podcast thing, where not only would I record it and upload it and edit it and do all that stuff, but I would also record a different theme song for it every episode with my guitar and sing and write lyrics. Which is very fun, by the way. That's one of my favorite takeaways from that era are my songs that I made.
I don't think they could have ever been as good as Birdman.
They won't. They aren't.
There is no song that is as good. There's that.
Birdman's a great fucking tune. I'll tell you that.
Got questions.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Captain Earth?
I haven't watched Captain Earth.
It's very. Did you watch Star Driver?
Yeah. Is it like that?
It's made by the same team who made Star Driver.
Will I like it if I like the...
Well, I've only watched one episode, and I was like, this is so similar to Star Driver, I'm going to marathon the shit out of you when you're done. So, I think you'll like it.
Cool.
It's by Bones. They did Hero Man. Come on.
I do like Hero Man as well, even though it's not well liked.
Alright, what was Kinross asking? Don.
What are your pinnacle examples of the 4 types of anime? Which are shown in what?
Oh, are we doing shonen, seinen, josei, and shoujo?
Shoujo? What about shonen ai? Huh?
That would be I haven't watched any shonen ai.
Thankfully.
Pressure.
But I guess those are the types.
I would guess so.
Well, I can't answer for all this because I can't say. Wait. I was gonna say I can't say I've ever seen a josei, or however you pronounce that word.
Bunny drops one. Seen that, right?
Yeah, and so is Kids on the Slope.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh.
My favorite josei is Nana. I'm gonna go out and say that. I know that
Well,
much.
I'll say out of all of them I've seen, it's gotta be Kids in the Slow.
It is a really good show.
I mean, between that and Usagi Drop, I love Usagi Drop though.
Oh, that's finally coming out on DVD in this country. I can't wait. Oh. So proud of my anime industry.
Oh, Kid Ross was making a joke.
Wait, was he?
I think.
Oh, shonen, shoujo, mecha, and hentai. Those are the. Those are the 4 types. Now we're answering this question seriously now.
Yeah.
Shonen will always be Beyblade in my heart because I love me some Beyblade. Shoujo. You should be able to pitch some good stuff with shoujo.
Yeah. Well, Shonen, I'm gonna pick Fumanaki's brother. This is just anime, right? Not major.
Congratulations, Alan, on getting your Oscar. Everyone give a round of applause.
Oscar. Shit. Okay. Seinen.
Some good seinen stuff. I'm gonna go with more recently and Golden Time, because Golden Time was wonderful. And it's the only seinen I can think of off the top of my head.
Does Ergo Proxy count?
I would guess so. I haven't actually seen Ergo Proxy.
I mean, actually, that's pretty adult. I would assume it would count. It's not really classified, like on Mal anyway, as one. But I don't think Mal's classification is the be-all end-all of classifications. I'm gonna say it is because it's not for kids. Fucking, I love Ergo Proxy. I don't know how many people have seen it or like it, for that matter. But the anime was fucking rad. And that one is my seinen pick. Maybe at the pinnacle. I mean, maybe I'm not gonna use the word pinnacle. I'm gonna from my answers because like.
What was your shoujo one?
I haven't picked one yet.
Okay. Because I'm finding it hard to pick one that might it isn't Fruits Basket. I love that show.
I can pick my josei though, quick.
Okay.
Oh wait, this is a seinen? What? That's gotta be false.
What?
Emma. A Victorian Romance. That's not a fucking seinen. Isn't seinen like grown up, like male adult, and josei is female? Okay, yeah. Then this Mal classification is whoever did this is a doofus. I don't think. Ready? Emma, a Victorian Romance is a seinen. That's my pick for josei because they fucked up. That's such a good romance anime. That is more mature romance anime. Yeah, it's about adults. They're not kids. They're like fucking 28 years old, 30. It's a period piece. Very good.
We need to find more anime like that for you to watch. It's not
very good anime about a maid, like the class system kind of too, like, you know, rich people, poor people, that kind of thing. I mean, it's not very original, but it's very well done, and I've been hard pressed to find anybody saying anything bad about it. Like, it's one of those more like not well known but well liked anime. That's my pick for josei. That's not fucking saying it. Fuck out of here. Fucking idiots. Shoujo though.
Shoujo's a hard one because there's so many good ones.
Oh, you know what's considered a seinen though? Oh no, it's not. Wait, ow! No, it's not.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Planet Test, but it's not.
I thought it would have been.
I just assumed it's more mature. I don't know. Oh no, rating. I don't live there. I don't know. Shoujo.
Me and Bill talk about anime, and we don't know anything about it.
Shoujo.
Kimi ni Todoke is another good one.
That is a good one. Shit, this is tough. I'm going through my list, what I've seen, and I've seen a lot. I've watched a lot less shoujo than I've read.
That reminds me. Did Dengeki Daisy ever get an anime or no?
No, I'm not very happy about that.
Why the fuck not?
They give it to Nisekoi.
Can I just say, I still hate Nisekoi.
But
Still
I haven't watched the anime, but I've built up a giant disdain for the manga that I'll never continue it. Just one of my big.
Know who actually has the key?
Yeah, who?
I don't know. I don't think they've answered it yet.
I thought you were saying.
Apparently, what they keep doing is they just keep adding in more girls and more keys.
Well, yeah, that's when I got angry. Like, okay, I started this manga. Okay, I'm a big shonen romance fan more than I am a shoujo. I mean, shoujos, like, you start reading them more and more, and they're like cheesy to a point where, like, there'll be a panel and most of them are transparent flowers with the character standing there. But shonen romance I love, like, Kimi Machi, Suzuka, good ending.
Suzuka.
Good endings are my favorite manga ever. I love it. And Nisekoi started coming out, and I'm following it week to week in manga form. And I'm like, okay, this is great. Like, you have your typical triangle. You have the male character in the shonen romance. Of course, he's a dick. He's an idiot. As it has to. And you have a tsundere and a girl who is seemingly so stupid that she's just head over heels for no matter what. And the most annoying character in the show is her, of course, as always. And because she seems to have no motivation aside from just dating the main male character, and that's always the most annoying character. I can't fucking stand it. This is great. You got feels every 5 or so chapters. You get nice little moments to the two. Who I assume were the two mains, Chitoge and I forget his name. I don't care anymore. And it's great. This has replaced good ending for me. This is nice. Oh, wait, there's another girl. Okay. Oh, here comes another one. Okay, this went from a love triangle manga to a harem. I guess it needs to keep itself in shonen magazine somehow, so they have to prolong the story in unnatural means. So I stopped reading it. And same thing happened with Kimi no Uramachi. Shonen romances don't know when to fucking end. Don't know when to end. Good ending? One of my favorite mangas? Same fucking problem. They added more girls than they needed to. The manga went on at least 40 to 50 chapters longer than it needed to. And it's like, this fucking end. Just end. Like, pick a spot. I understand these things have high ratings and they get voted, and I guess the magazine wants to keep it in there, money. But look, this isn't like American TV where you can keep a sitcom going for 90 seasons and only a fraction of the fan base remains. You gotta end that shit. Kimi no Uramachi went on for like 100 more chapters than it needed to. Like, oh my god.
Harry just said, more keys, more pain.
Oh, yeah, I have a burning hatred for Nisekoi.
I think that sums it up quite well.
What is Beck considered? Shonen, according to this, but I don't know.
Shonen. Really?
I picked a shoujo anime though. Fucking.
You need to watch Nana. You'll love Nana.
I believe you.
You will legit love Nana. I recommend it to everyone because I just think, everyone will love Nana, but you will actually like it. Around High School Host Club's another one. Like that one.
I hate that show.
Why?
Here's my shoujo pick. Itazura na Kiss.
Look how pink it is, though.
Easily one of the best shoujo anime. Itazura na Kiss. And no, I hate High School Host Club.
But it's so pink. Look at it. Pink. They could not make that more obvious that it's for women through the packaging. They could not make it more obvious. It's got like flowers and it's pink.
You know what's interesting about that is I watched 22 episodes for High School Host Club and I didn't finish it.
You have 4 episodes left. How?
I know. It was a weird time in my life. I'm like, this.
Maybe you'd go back now and love it.
How did I watch 22 episodes? And
oh god.
It's stupid. But Itazura na Kiss is my pick for shoujo because it
here we
takes
go.
you their whole life.
My nose is so itchy. I'm sorry if I keep scratching my nose, but it's really, really itchy.
That's okay. My allergies are so bad this year that no allergy medication is helping me. My nose is itchy. My eyes get itchy. God damn. It's a hell of a year.
Allergies. You weren't recommended Nanakin, Ross, because you'll probably hate it like you hate everything. I love you, but you're a miserable bastard sometimes, like I say. I read Nisekoi every week. The mangaka is adding a girl of every trope to his harem. The most recent being the big sister archetype.
Wait, yeah, he's adding more? No, I actually had a thought. I had a thought in my head about a month ago. Maybe I'll catch up to Nisekoi and see what they've done with it. I'm not gonna now.
Just like
Thank you, Pancake Almighty, for saving my fucking life. I'm so mad it went that route. I guess maybe it was built as a harem from the start, and I just didn't.
Is it listed as a harem?
Well, if it isn't, it is now.
Sure.
But back then, like I just assumed it was, you know, a shonen romance, a triangle, and a tsundere, and did not think it would become that big of a harem. I fucking hate harems. I avoid them like the plague.
It's not listed as a harem.
Well,
comedy romance shonen.
I need to get on that. Ow.
How? I'm sorry, but I don't like Shaft either. Like, for some reason, I went from going Shaft are awesome to going.
I saw Bakemonogatari. That was it. That's my Shaft experience.
I saw Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. I loved that. I saw Madoka. I loved that. Saw Bakemonogatari. Thought that was confusing, but kind of cool. Thought it was overrated though, for sure. And now everything is just the same. It's just head tilts and.
Yeah, I liked Arakawa and the Bridge a lot.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
I love that. I thought that was hysterical, especially season 2. I kind of wish they would do more of it because there's a lot of manga material, and then most of them are just like those like one panel, what they call like 4 comas. I don't know what they're called. So they have a lot of jokes and material to work on. I wish they would do more. I don't know if it was just not successful enough. But yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Shaft.
I'm done with Shaft. I'm just like, you have one director who knows how to direct one kind of show. So.
And I mean, one of the things that I was gonna watch, what came after Bakemonogatari? Monogatari? Just that?
I know it was Nisa Monogatari.
Nisa Monogatari. What's the one where the brother is like shoving a toothbrush down the sister's throat? Which one is it?
Monogatari.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't watch it, because of that whole thing. I'm not gonna watch that.
I was watching that while it was airing, and I was like, "This is weird. This is weird. Like, can we just agree that this is really weird?" And everyone was like, "It was such a masterpiece." No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, tying back into what I said on primitive, like that obviously like trips the tripwire for me.
Do you think it's because you actually have a younger sister and you're like, no?
You know what? It might be. I mean, my sister is 11. Okay, the age of these characters that, like, no game, no life. Here's an 11-year-old's underwear. Like, okay, I have a sister. This.
Because I feel more weirded out by the sort of incestual stuff because I have 2 brothers, 2 older brothers, and it doesn't happen.
I don't get the appeal with that anyway. Like, you'll go on the comments and stuff, and like people will be like, "Incest, more like wincest." It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? All right.
I love the anime community, but some of you are really, really strange, and I can't get my head around you.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh god. How long have
like I actually know a guy in real life, and this is I don't really hang out with this guy. I mean, like, not because of this. This is because we lost kind of contact after high school. But the kid I talked to the Geass dub with, He would actually say out loud in high school at lunch, incest is wincest. He'll say it out loud. Like, just say it. Like, when talking about anime. And it's like, alright, I'm trying to, like, alright, man. Just, like, trying to eat my salty, dry pizza from the cafeteria. I don't want to hear about it.
Just be like, shush, shush, it's okay. Calm down, it's fine.
But yeah, I don't understand the appeal with that anyway. So, I mean, like, I never got into the rest of the Monogatari series. And I can't comment on the rest of it past that moment. But, like, that was a big deal for the internet at the time. So even if you didn't watch Monogatari, if you're in the anime community, you knew of the toothbrush scene. So.
Yeah, it was a big deal. That was just when I was starting out on YouTube as well. And I think I made a review of Nisamono. And I was like, the incest is weird. And that video got so many dislikes.
Yeah, people love it. People love incest.
What do you hate or love most about the anime community from Nakruga?
Oh.
It's people on both sides. Like, I really, really like some people who I've met through anime, but I also really, really fucking hate a lot of them.
Yeah. And you know, it's like any community. You're gonna have dicks. You're gonna have fake people. You're gonna have beautifully nice people. Everybody I know, everybody I stay in contact with, I like them all. Like my own Twitter feed. You know, like I was just thinking this actually the other day, honestly, that like I wonder if like the like DVD movie pickup community is just close on Twitter. Like you know, like tweet. I just picked up Creature from the Black Lagoon, and everyone's tweeting like, yeah, baby. Like, you know, like. The anime community is like a lot. Little pockets of them are really close on Twitter, on YouTube, and then on every form of social media. Like they're just kind of there. They're connected, and but they have bad people, just like every community, and there's lots of them. And it's easy to kind of ignore them. Sometimes it's not, and you know, like and sometimes I hate the people who like think like the anime community is above other communities because they like something that's weird and different compared to somebody who might like football or basketball. Yeah.
We've had this conversation before, I think, actually.
Yeah, like I remember I had a conversation with someone and they were like, "Oh, I look at anime. I get made fun of all the time by the sports fans, the dumb jocks who make fun of me because I like anime." Like, it doesn't actually work like that. That's like a trope you'd see in an anime. There's people who like sports who like anime, but just like there's people people who like sports who are dicks, there's also people who like anime who are dicks who will look down on people just because they like sports, and that's not fair. Like, where's the justice in that one? So I think it goes every way in every community. So I mostly hate those kinds of people in every community. The people who A, think they're above people, or B, think they're the shit, or just shit, like capital S shit. Can't really come into specifics though. What I hate the anime community.
But
like
they all refer to a single person. I'm not
like I think
about.
I wonder if it's like I'm talking like YouTube. I don't know. I don't hate types of videos either. If that's one of the points of the question too. Like the YouTube anime community, like you know, like there's a point where like there's like that mass exodus against chapter reviewers, and everyone hated chapter reviewers for that brief time, and now like nobody hates on it anymore. It's just kind of there now. There, you know, like here's what it is. There was that time in anime.
A different opinion.
I have seen so much stuff. The YouTube anime community has given me so much entertainment. I've never been big in it, you know what I mean? Like I've always just kind of been on the cusp of like, hey, everyone knows of Bill, but like he doesn't do anything. I've just kind of become friends with most of them some way. Like I'm that weird Weasley guy who's just kind of like there.
Do a podcast,
please. Yeah. Like there are times when like there were collab channels, and like people would get angry at people in those collab channels, and I was in some of them, like
Otakus
and Zero X Requiem, and there was one called Zero X Requiem that included myself, some guy named Sasuke Sound who like was like at this point irrelevant. But he thought he was the shit back then because he had 1,000 subscribers, and he had like cuts on his wrist. He's like an emo guy. And then Insane Game Freak was in it. Yokorama was in it. And like I joined it. Like they had auditions, and I'm like, okay, I'm like low time shit, okay. And I'm like Insane Game. These are all people who were like at that time like big. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in this thing. So I auditioned and I got in.
500 subscribers.
And it got to the point where everyone else's videos in that collab channel were kind of shit, but except for mine. And that guy sounds like self-centered, but like legitimately, like the quality. I was doing my all because I was still kind of new, and like now I don't give a shit. I don't do videos at all. But like back then, I'm like, I'm gonna give it my best here, and people were loving my videos, but nobody was liking the leader, the emo guy's videos. So he shut down the channel without telling anybody, and then brought it back up and said that channel got hacked. So then there was big fights over that channel, and like everyone was like, "Yeah, fuck you, you emo dick," and like that happened.
I feel like our community is best known for drama.
Yeah, and then there was the YouTube anime Mafia, which, okay, like back then that was like led by who? Like fucking Neverworld and like Phone, and they all said it wasn't like a real thing, but I mean like they legitimately picked on new YouTubers all the time, and it was insane to watch this happen because like okay, like back then,
a part of that.
Yeah, he was in that. They did like a rap dance video, and Yokorama was like, "Hey guys, it's me, Yokorama. I hate you." And I was, I don't know, it was really bad. That was really embarrassing. I bet he doesn't like that anymore. There was like that was around the time when like people would hate on you if you decided to try and do Naruto episode reviews. Like if you decided to go on YouTube to do Naruto videos, like you were immediately like called a copycat, even though everyone else was copying each other. You know, it wasn't like a big original idea or anything. But and like they will like prey on these new YouTubers and invite them to Skype calls. Like, oh yeah, fuck you. And like, you put yourself in the shoes.
Yeah.
Put yourself in the shoes of like a 10, 11, 13-year-old Naruto fan who is watching these people on YouTube, loving their videos, deciding that hey, I also want to make these videos, these chapter reviews, these episode reviews, because I like these people who are making them. And then you get invited into a Skype call with them. Could you imagine being in their shoes? Like, holy shit, I'm going to be in a Skype call with all these YouTubers I like. And then instead of like having a nice conversation with them, they rip you to fucking shreds. And then not only do they rip you to fucking shreds, but they upload it to YouTube on their Mafia channel and for everybody to see. And then like that, like kids like, oh fuck. And then I mean the only defense a 13-year-old kid has on the internet is to be like, because like they're 13 years old. I mean like you know they're like going through puberty. They have so many hormones or everything. Just rip your face off and watch porn. And the only reaction they have is to get angrier. Like, fuck you, faggot, yeah, bitch! Like, that's the only way they can react. So they look crazy. And then the people uploading the videos like, yo, look at this crazy little kid. He sucks on YouTube. And, like, he's just a 13-year-old kid, you know? So there was that period of the YouTube anime community where it was just bullying upon bullying, which is gone now. That doesn't happen
Man,
anymore.
this is like a history lesson. I love this.
It was crazy. Like, that would happen. I was in Skype calls with like the right arm of like there was that whole sustain the industry thing that happened and
yeah,
and
I
then
remember that.
the right arm of Edward Elric got like booted off YouTube by the Anime Mafia because she said that she would be embarrassed if people found out she liked anime. And then like you know like people were like oh well, she's a fake fan. She's a fake fan. I mean like whatever. I mean like you don't need a PhD to watch anime, you know. So I mean like there's no reason to like. There's no like anime academy you go to.
Oh god, I was gonna say something.
Yeah, no, and so I mean, like, there was that whole thing. I mean, like, it was just like crazy. Like, there was this fights constantly, and they still might be happening, but I don't really associate myself with anybody in the anime community aside from like you, Yokorama, and like the Twitter people, like you know Lou and everybody else. Like, those are the people who aren't loons.
I thought you said Aunt Lou. I was like,
oh no, no. I probably could have picked a better word, like
Aunt Crazy.
Yeah, they're all just a bunch of news. But yeah, like 2008, I've been around on here. My original channel is gone. For some reason, I don't know why I deleted that. But I guess the videos suck and they're embarrassing. But a lot of fights. A lot of fights with people. A lot of people fought in the YouTube
It was
anime
still
community.
sort of like that when I was joining, because this is going way back. But my first videos got tons and tons of dislikes because Bleach Fanatic didn't like me, and he had his friends who he got to dislike my videos, so all of my videos got like 20, 30 dislikes. And, you know, they used to call me ugly. And, you know, I've not had, like, any comments like that since then.
Yeah, because that whole thing disappeared.
I don't know what happened. It was just, like, there one day and then not the next.
It used to happen to me because I pissed them off when I made a video defending the right arm of Everett Elric when they, like, kind of, like, booted her off YouTube in a mad mob. And I made a video, like, saying, like, you know, like, what constitutes an anime fan? Like, what do you, like, you're like, accusing people of calling people a fake anime fan, but, like, what is the, like, how do you know? Like, she's seen hundreds of them, like, well, can't be that fake. And then everyone hated me. Like, I wasn't that big, but they still hated me. Like, they, like, that Bleach Fanatic guy. Is that Double 4 Anime? Who's that other guy with the bug eyes? I shouldn't be trashing people on this stream, but,
there was Double 4 Anime and Bleach Fanatic were, like, close friends for a while, and then I talked to Double 4 Anime, and he was like, you know what, I'm cool with you, that's fine. So my videos were getting less dislikes after that. And then I think they had a fallout or something, I don't know what happened.
Yeah. They commented on my video one time, Double 4 and a bunch of other people, like using, like, yeah, like, ugly and all these weird words and stuff. And
do you remember the word crusty? Like,
yeah.
crusty was such a good word.
They use crusty more times. Yeah, ridiculous.
Nostalgia.
I was able to handle them, though. I handled them pretty well. And maybe because I asked them if they wanted to kiss me. That's how you get rid of them. If you're a straight male, and other straight males are picking on you on the internet, the easiest way for me, from experience, of getting them to never comment on your video ever again, is by asking them if they want to kiss you on the lips. They immediately go, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" and never comment again. It's happened. I've done that in World of Warcraft on the people, on YouTube, everywhere, Twitter. They've stopped.
So if I ever see a tweet from you that says that, I'll know what's happening.
I'm fending off a troll. It's the easiest way to, like, just get them away if you just sexually advance on them as another man, like, because then they're like, "What the fuck?" and then, like, to get, and then it's like, okay, well, I won this battle. But I actually have to go in, like, 5 minutes.
Okay.
But you have a lot of questions now.
Let's go. When did you post your first video on YouTube? 2010. 11.
My first video was on a wholly different account from being Peppered Ham. The Peppered Ham was December of 2008.
That's a long time ago.
Very long time ago. And Yokoram was my first viewer, by the way.
Oh, shout. He was one of mine as well, actually.
He must have been like, he just loved to go and find new blood. Just looking for rookies. But when he found people he liked, he, like, shielded them from them. He took them the other way.
Oh, God. If you could remove the memory of one anime from your brain, which would it be and why?
AO. This is 7 AO.
I never saw all of that show. Nice Monogatari. What's your opinion on the Pandora Hearts anime and manga?
Never saw or what?
I don't like either.
My sister likes anime, though, I think. So I don't know. That's how I base my opinion on it.
And that's all the questions. Bam. That was such a good history lesson on the YouTube anime community for those of you who haven't been around for that long.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I'd actually like to make a video on it because it's pretty fun, like a documentary style video. Because I'll tell you what, like, I still have shit on my computer, like images and like screen caps and like that was during the day too. People did blog TVs.
Oh man!
I have a screen cap of me in a blog TV with so many pimples on my face. Like I was in high school. Of a blog TV and like there's a bunch of people who I don't even know if they exist anymore on YouTube just fighting with each other in my chat, like for no reason. Like, you fat scummy bitch, like that anime sucks. And I'm sitting there like you can see my face in the thing, like what the fuck, like. And yeah, I have tons of shit on my computer still that just good stuff. Like I wish I could have archived everything that everybody did, like because most of those channels, like those mafia channels, they're gone now. Like you can't find that shit anywhere. I really wish I was smart enough to archive that, and because it's an insane history.
So
because
that's
back then,
you were
like,
starting out and you're friends with everybody. Never used to be like that.
yeah. I think I was sure there's still bad pockets, but like back then, like getting 1,000 subs was big in the anime community. Like, I mean, I can't speak. I don't know what like Giga was at back then or anything like that, but like back then, like when people would get 1,000 subs, people would go nuts, like really nuts. Like I mean, like now it's still a big deal, it's still a big milestone. But I mean, now you have people like Giga and you know people with hundreds of thousands, and it's like okay, the anime community has gotten huge since 2008.
I think Giga is probably mostly to blame for that. Not blame, that's a bad word to use, because then it makes it sound like he did a bad thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like he's huge. Alan Karapika, I think you wanted to cover that before you came in here about incest anime. Incest in anime.
He hasn't been here very long, so.
Yeah, we already said we don't like it.
Yeah, not keen on that stuff. So it weirds me out.
I mean, if it's not the main focus and it's just like a side arc with like two characters, like you know, it's not like given a lot of time, like and things like that I can ignore. Like I said also earlier in the stream, Kirby goes in here, like the panty shot that just happens quickly, and like they don't really pay attention to it by like zooming the camera in right there into the crotch. I can ignore that, but like you know when like in No Game No Life when it's there up front for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then after it's an anime that's based solely around incest, or you get this awkward scene like in Nisa Monogatari.
Yeah, you would not like Nisa Monogatari at all.
I can't do that. I don't like it. It's just nah. It's nah. Yeah.
You ever read or watched Rosario to Vampire?
No.
But mid sentence. Alright. That's that then. That's that question. Alright. So I'm gonna end the stream now then.
Okay.
Right. Thank you everybody for coming to the stream. Thank you Bill for hanging out in the stream.
Anytime.
It was a very good history lesson.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I talk too much.
No, that's fine, because it saves me from doing it. So.
It feels like your stream, you know. I don't want to be like, because we know what happens in permadeath. I go off, and
I have the ability to do that as well, and then it turns out that Kubo said like 3 things through the entire episode.
Kubo is the silent killer in the Permadeath podcast.
if he leaves, I don't know that we should replace him because he might notice.
I'll just do my best. We'll just pretend he's still there, and I'll do my best impression of him, and just say something about Blizzard.
Kubo, what are you doing? Blizzard.
I'm playing WoW.
Playing on a Blizzard game. That's what I do. Anyway. Bye-bye.
Yes. I have to go do yard work now. Goodbye, everybody.
Hey. Alright, bye guys. Beep.